You ain't even do nothing, but this is what we got. Child, please, please. Oh my gosh, bro. Let me woosah. I'm gonna try not to scream all up in y'all ear. Y'all know how it get, especially when these people start getting on my nerves. Start working, tap dancing on my last nerve is what I heard. What? I heard, how you gonna act like that? That is a Tyree song. How you gonna up and leave me now? How you gonna act like that? How you gonna change it up? We just finished making up. So this is like a makeup to break up on and off, but you might, this is somebody who is like calling your bluff, but at the same time, it could have been a long time. So they're getting paranoid that your off is actually gone. It's no longer on and off. It's just gone. Oh my gosh. I can't even do an introduction. This person is taking over all of the energy, you guys. They are. And I'm almost trying to laugh to keep from crying. I'm hearing Destiny's Child, emotions. It's just emotions taking me over. Caught up in sorrow, lost in the song. But if you don't come back, come home to me, darling. Don't you know there's nobody left in this world? I almost get this person feeling like they're the only one that can make you feel the way that they do. That could be something that you said to them, but I feel like things have changed profusely. Like, this is a different you, okay? You're more future focused. This is very much so make up the breakup, you guys, okay? We have united, finally getting back together. You just made up with this person. This is what they're saying. Like a lot of fights, arguments, on and off, going long periods without talking to each other. And then if you do come back together, it's like you just focus on the future. It's not really like talking about what has transpired or the problems or the issues. They're calling you a flip-flopper. This is a message for Aquarius, Sun, Rising, Venus signs. These messages are general, only take what resonates. We seem to have jumped right into the reading, so it's like no nonsense, no bullshit, straight shooter, pow, pow. No chasers. This person doesn't like the way that you're giving it to them straight. They want you to sugarcoat it. They want a chaser. They want a mixed drink. They don't want hard liquor. Okay, they feel like you throwing them some hard liquor and it used to be like that. This is somebody who feels like you used to sugarcoat things for them. That doesn't have to be the truth, but that's how they're feeling. So you might be cold towards this person now, or for some of you, you went mute, right? You went completely ghost. If you're still communicating with this person, then you're just cold, distant, detached. They feel like you're trying to act like you're okay with things being this way. And it could be because of how many times the two of you have rekindled or reunited, that this person feels like you're faking it. But a part of them also, right, deep down inside, has to admit to themselves that they're actually scared that this might be the last time. Oh, that the last time was the last time. Lost love says wanting to connect after a long period. So this is the longest that you've ever been away. They weren't scared up until this point, and they weren't even considering like what went wrong, what they could have done, what they didn't do. Like all of these ruminating thoughts that they're having are only coming up now because it's been so long. Come back home is how I'm hearing that as well. So this person feels like they thought they were your place of comfort, your sounding board, your soft place to land. You don't have to agree with that. This is how this person could have pedestalized themselves, right? They could just feel like they have it like that. This could also be somebody who feels like because they treated you different, right, than anybody else, and they feel like what they gave you was so different than what they gave other people, so then that made it so much. When that's not how that really works now, is it? Like the video, leave me a comment, subscribe. We going right through that, right through it, they said. Two totally different paths. You're not taking a pit stop here anymore. Or you could have felt like you lost enough time here with this person. You have two different pathways. This person may be getting ready to say some things online, so just please prepare yourself. That's not for all of you, just for some of you. They could just be talking to mutual friends or people that the two of you know. If you see this person out in public, they might make a bit of a scene. This is somebody who is willing to go to extreme lengths to get your attention, because what they once had, the attention that they once had is now lost. So even if you're right in front of their face, they feel like you don't see them, or you're not looking at them. You're not seeing what they want you to see. Inconspicuous, wanting to stay but being low key about it. This is what they think you're doing, or this is possibly what they're having to tell themselves so that they don't crash out. But I'm gonna be honest, the crash out does feel quite close. So please just prepare yourself, okay? Yeah, this is not to like fearmonger you or make you nervous. I just feel like this is a loose cannon is how I'm seeing this spontaneous card. Look, it said heading towards you. That's literally what it says. No fear mongering bullshit. You don't have to be nervous. This is not somebody who is to be feared. You don't fear this person. You don't. Okay, fine. Got it. You don't. I'm just letting you know, right? They are a loose cannon at this point. There might be some shocking actions that this person is willing to take. Oh, they will attempt to use shock value if they have to. In whatever way that might be, I wouldn't put anything past this person, because they don't like to lose, especially not in the game of love. It's like they don't want to lose at this love. Okay, they are being extremely unreasonable. They don't want to lose at this love because they feel like they actually tried here. And their other connections, they never even tried. So losing it was nothing. They didn't feel like they invested anything. But for some reason, I'm feeling like whatever they invested was unimpressive. Like it didn't impress you. So, or it just wasn't quite enough. It definitely may not have it didn't equate to what you were putting in. But because they never do it, this is somebody who wants you to put so much value on the fact that they're willing to do it for you, not necessarily what they're doing. They want the value to be placed just in the fact that they're willing to do something, anything, because they normally do nothing. Very unreasonable. Yeah, I feel like for those of you who identify, please, like I said, take what resonates with this being like on and off. Whenever you would get back on with this person, it would just be like nothing happened. Okay? It says feels like no time was lost. It was like, it would be just like jumping right back in. There would not be the uncomfortable conversation or addressing the issues. And this person quite liked it like that. And since it was going that way for however many cycles, they never thought it would come to a point where it would be a real issue. They felt like your issues were just normal. And they're pissed. Okay. They are quite upset, this one. This is where this loose cannon energy is coming from. This paranoia and nervousness is their energy. This is what's making them have such a short fuse towards this situation. They might be blowing up on people around them. They're mean. Okay. They're in their life. They're enacting this Tasmanian devil type energy, throwing tantrums. They really are acting out is how I'm hearing that. That's what you say to a child. Acting out. They out here showing their ass. That's what I just heard. Being rude to people who are in service. Okay. It could be like waitresses, waiters, people at the drive-thru, okay? People at the bank, people that are servicing them, people at their job. They're mean right now. And it is them trying to hide the true emotion. So the anger is what's coming through to other people. I also see in this spontaneous card, this figure kind of looking at the phone. This gives this person kind of possibly either looking at old text messages that the two of you sent back and forth. Potentially the last conversation could have been via text, or the last text that they sent you did not answer. They were not worried about that, but now they are worried, and it's because of the time that has passed. It's very layered. Ooh, I heard you cannot have your cake and eat it too. They want people to be just happy with they want it, not people, you. Look, running into a lost love after a long period of time. This person might be lurking to see where you frequent now. They may be trying to like run into you by accident. Because they don't put in any effort, the little bit of effort that they did place in, they're angry that you're not giving them all the credit for it. Not just a little bit of credit that it deserves. They want all the credit. And so this person has almost pointed the finger at you doing your own thing, because I don't feel like you brought any drama to their doorstep. I feel like you just started to do you. You just began doing you. And for some of you, you didn't even cut this person off completely. But no, that little bit of effort that they put in, it's almost like they want you at their beck and call. Like that is there's a high price for that, because nobody else gets it. Or nobody else has gotten that from them before. So the price is really high. Misinformed about how relationships work. And this is somebody who's also crashing out internally because they've never been made to feel so unsure of themselves. They did those things, okay, because they're putting a lot on what they did for you, y'all. And I want to know what that entails, because was it even a lot? On one end, I'm hearing Spirit saying, like, that is nothing, okay? It's small fries to a 5-star restaurant. Hello? Whatever they were doing. But they want so much credit. They're putting so much weight on it. And it's something that they never do. This is why they want more credit for it. They want you to feel special. They want you to be like, you know, you should feel special because I did that for you. You should feel such and such because I did this for you. That sort of thing. You're not giving them that. For some of you, you're not giving them anything. And it is making them very insecure. And because they have never really invested on any level in their other connections, this is what's creating this insecurity in them about themselves. They hate it. You did this to them. That's how they're saying it. So they are wanting to reconnect, but they first want to know what you're up to, because who do you think you are? Thinking that you can just be done with this cycle, right? Like it's not over until I say it's over type energy, which these are all things that they have to tell themselves, you guys. They're really trying to hold on to this idea of what used to be. What used to be is not, because they did make that slight different decision, which is to invest on whatever level that they invested. Because what I'm hearing is it wasn't much. It wasn't much. Yeah, but they want like all the credit for it. Like this person wants all the credit for doing, like, it's sort of like somebody who's doing the right thing, but they want like a cookie for it, for being an adult, for being a good person. They want like, it's like, I could have cheated. I have multiple options. I chose you, right? Like I exclusively chose you. I didn't entertain other people. I didn't lie. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. And these are all things that they're not supposed to be doing. But because they used to do it, they want big credit for it. Big credit. And they want you at their beck and call. They want you at their feet asking them what it is that they need. Please. They don't know what to do with this. So they are scrambling. Scrambled. So we have the Page of Wands. You are too free-spirited for this person. They want a caged bird. Specifically you. So this person does, listen, to them, they value you because of what they were willing to do. That they weren't willing to do with anybody else, and they feel like you came in and shattered their whole thing. Like you don't want it. You don't want what they have to give. It wasn't good enough. And listen, if it's not good enough, then it's not good enough. Like, that's your prerogative. The craziest part is you attempted to accept it multiple times, right? Like that's no shade. It's right here. No judgment, no shade. 8 of Swords. It's right here. Like you really tried. You did multiple times. It could have ended the same way every single time. Every single time it ended in this Three of Swords. The only difference between then and now is because you saw, okay, or you were given the insight and the intuitive nudges that you weren't trapped in this, right? Like, this is not something that was happening to you, and this is something that you have control over. This is a self-imposed imprisonment. And you may have looked down and saw that the key was at your feet, and you took yourself out of this cage. So that shifted the cycle. It just takes one change in one person's behavior, just as it did with this person who you're dealing with. They made the decision to actually lean into this more than they ever have, and they want the most credit for it, but that was their decision. You also are making, and that has changed the cycles for them forevermore. This could also be where this paranoia is stemming from, because what they were, they're never going back to that, even though they would like to. They would like to go back to playa, but you can't. Okay, your heart chakra is now open. Now, this person could be experiencing one of their first heartbreaks, right? Or one of the, because I feel like this is somebody who has guarded themselves so much that they have only manifested the opportunity to move away from things very easily. They've never been quite stuck with what they've created or what they've done, because they don't invest enough to get left with the Three of Swords. But this time they did, because of your slight change. Instead of this Three of Swords ending up on you, you took that Eight of Swords, and instead of staying there and letting it lead you back to this Three of Swords, you got the fuck out of Dodge, and that led this person to have all of this by themselves. They're now left with this energy, and the Three of Swords is now theirs for the taking. They don't know what to do with this. Wow. Severe disimbalance. And for somebody who often creates disimbalance in others' lives, they really don't like this. They don't like the taste of their own medicine, if I'm hearing that. Wowzers. I feel like you're getting out unscathed for the most part. It's not that you're getting out unscathed. You've already healed. You have already taken the beatings and the bruises within this connection. That Three of Swords used to be yours to hold. You're done with it. And it could have also given you this radical acceptance of who this person is. Doesn't matter how many times you restart this cycle, it's going to end up the same effing way. Okay, there is a break in communication. Hello. And then I heard goodbye. Damn. Yeah, look. And this person is like, I was willing to give you everything. The Ten of Pentacles. But it's subjective is what I'm hearing. You and I may see this Ten of Pentacles a certain way, but the way this person views the Ten of Pentacles, like the way that they view giving their all, is really not a lot, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like you would have regretted accepting that. It's not enough. It's just not enough. It's not even the Ten of Pentacles. It's an illusion. Their illusion of the Ten of Pentacles is only because of what they're used to doing. It feels like a lot because you don't want to fucking do it, but it's not really the Ten of Pentacles. So they feel like you're ungrateful, and they feel like you're taking these swords to their back. So similar to another message that I got not too long ago. You didn't give them swords to the back. You're giving them swords straight to the face. You're not running. You told them straight to their face. They just didn't believe you. They've called your bluff. The last time was the last time, is what I just heard. Double down. So we have 2 tens on the table. How you gonna up and leave me now? How you gonna act like that? How you gonna change it up? It's sort of like, I was willing to give you the Ten of Pentacles, but all they really gave you was the Three of Swords. And you are getting the last laugh here, even though it's not quite funny, is what I'm hearing. We have the Ace of Cups. You deserve it all. Let me clarify. Okay, first let me pull the King of Cups, yes, and the Empress. Wow, right? And this is why they were willing to do what they were willing to do for you, unlike with every other situation. I get that this is somebody who loves them and leaves them. They give the bare minimum. They do come to connections ready to take and not really to give anything. They view themselves as the prize. That's how I'm hearing that, right? So what they decided to give to you, which could have just been like something simple like a phone call, like answering your text, you know, when you text them, or not disappearing for a day or two, right? Consistently talking to you every day, which is like the bare ball ass minimum. To them, that's the 10 of Pentacles. And they were willing to do that for you, is how they're saying it. I'm so sorry, y'all. Please do not drag me in these comments, okay? Whenever I laugh, it's one of y'all. It's not me. Okay, this is not my energy. I heard they were willing to do that for you. They were willing to do that for you. So they do feel betrayed, you guys. This 10 of Swords is actually how they feel. Even though you and I know this is some ball. This is truly how they feel. Things are going down. They feel like you slapped them in the face when they were trying to give you everything, even though it was nothing. But please, let me finish, ma'am, sir, bruh, sis. Okay, they keep interrupting me. Can I please finish my train of thought? The only reason why they were willing to do that is because of how they saw you, right? Like, this is the value that they see. You do have, you do have a 5-star restaurant, okay? This ain't no buffet. Normally, they talk about, like, people pulling up to your buffet and you having an endless amount. It is endless, but it ain't Red Lobster. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no endless shrimp out of it. This ain't no Golden Corral. Okay, this is brunch at the Four Seasons, darling. Right? Like top tier, top notch, upper echelon. The Empress, the King of Cups. Gender doesn't matter, y'all, right? Like, this is how you're giving it up. This is what your energy gives. So they automatically knew from the very beginning that they couldn't half step. It's just that they don't know how to step. They don't even know how to walk. They may not have even crawled before, okay? Not in relationships. They don't have to do anything. So this is why you would have been getting the version from them that you were getting. And it's hard for me to feel sorry for somebody like this because I feel like they're standing 10 toes down on some bullshit, but it's just like, they really are ignorant. They really believe this. You see what I'm saying? They actually believe it. So you can't transform if you can't even see the truth. And more notably, because their connections in the past have always worked. They always get the girl. They always get the guy. They still have people banging their line. They still have people waiting. They still have people wishing and hoping and praying. I blame those people too, though. I ain't gonna lie, right? Like, enablers. They got this way somehow to think that this is acceptable behavior. And these are people who were doing this for them and truly vying for this person's time, right? Thirsty for this person when they weren't giving them anything. This is why they feel like the little bit that they were giving you was everything. And they knew that they couldn't come with nothing because look who they're dealing with, right? That's how I'm seeing that. But now they feel like you are you shitting on their whole life. That's how I heard that. Knight of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. They really thought that they was putting it down like that. And can I ask you something without y'all? Listen, don't fight me. I just got a question. I need to know. I want to know. I need to know. Did you big up some of this person's actions? Like, did you make it seem bigger than what it was? Don't lie now. And if it wasn't you, okay, fine. But they really thought they were doing something for them to be so shocked that you are like, no, thank you. I don't feel sorry for them, but that's how that looks. They are so hell-bent in believing that they was really up here doing something, y'all. Like they were really giving you the best that they got. All Anita Baker. They wanted you to be caught up in the rapture. And you were supposed to be theirs forever. And now here you are up. I heard how you go up and leave. That gives somebody who is surprised that you're doing what you're doing. They wanted you bad. I'm going to say that, okay? Bad. In the worst way. Badder than they've wanted any other connection. And that's why that 3 of Swords and 10 of Swords is coming. Like, I'm seeing like a ring of fire, but like blazing swords. Like them swords is on fire. They're not just gonna cut, they're gonna burn too. Oh my God, please get me out of here. Listen to me. I'm going to the extended. And I said I wasn't gonna be up in here hollering and hooping and hollering, but damn. I'm out of here. I'm going to the extended. Let's see where this is going out. I know. What are their intentions moving forward? What are they hoping to become of things? What the fuck do they want? What you want, man? If you don't believe what you did is what you did, and you don't want to hear the truth, and you don't want to see the truth, then why are we here exactly? Because now I'm starting to get a little mad. I'm trying to be nice to you. I'm trying, Lord. I'm trying. I want to know what your lesson was, Aqua. Okay, because that's going to be what's leading you into your new cycle. Okay, you deserved way more. You already knew that, but I think that you were holding out to see if this person would actually step up to the plate. They weren't, because they felt like they were already there. Delusion. Let's see if this person has made any significant changes. We will look. The death is here. Okay, let's see what that all entails. And you can see if that's good enough for you, if you still care. Okay, there's no judgment. We just still gonna look. If they have transformed and made significant changes, then what would that be? Okay, what do they plan to do next? How are they planning to approach? So that you can be prepared, and so that you can see if the offer is worth it for you, if you care. Do you care? Listen, okay, I'll ask y'all that later. I'm gonna ask y'all that later. We're gonna look at the best possible outcome, okay? To see how this is gonna go, good or bad. Whether you decide to re-engage this or go in the opposite direction, we are gonna look to see what your best possible outcome and offer is, and what the return on that investment would be. We'll then see how you can best set yourself up for success in your next cycle, whether it's with this person or someone else. We want to make sure that all shadows are addressed, that all blockages are addressed, so that you're moving towards this new cycle, learning all the lessons and not having to readdress those. And then we'll get into what the new cycle has to offer. Only the good, only the new. Okay, who's over there? Who are they? What they like? Okay, what's the personality like? What's the chemistry like? How might you meet this person? All right, what are they looking for versus what you're looking for? You can see what that is, why they are single, and what the potential for longevity is in that as well, okay? We'll pull time frames on both old and new, and we will also pull advice. So we got a lot to unpack. Without further ado, let's go ahead over to the extended. Like, subscribe. I'm going to put the link for the extended down below in the description box. Let's go, y'all.